quality starter for his club. And coming into this one, what stands out for me is that right-handed hitters have really struggled, batting below 200 on the year. It seems that they have a hard time picking up his release point and tracking the ball into the zone. So we'll see how right-handers do against him in this one.
Stepping in for San Diego, Fernando Tatis Jr. That one outside. And this one is off and running. Yeah, big swing and a miss.
With Tatis at the plate, we're looking at a player that is never going to be considered boring. He's an electric player that manages to make plays most players wouldn't consider trying. And he plays the game his own way. It's a big reason why he's considered such a fan favorite.
Now this is in the air down the line. Bellinger drifts towards it. And it's caught for the out. Let's take a look at our lineup. And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Luis Arraez stands in. He's a left-handed batter who still comes up with good contact and a good average against left-handed pitchers. Swing and a foul out of play. All right, so you hit lefty. What makes it so hard to face a left-handed pitcher?
Left-handers, they just seem to have different arm angles. So to keep that front shoulder in there and really discipline yourself can be tough sometimes. But the guys that do it well, man, I tip my cap to them every day.
Sends it to first, and he's out.
Batting third, the third baseman.
Two down, bases empty. Down the third baseman, Manny Machado. A changeup missing, and that's ball one. And another ball. Two outs, base is empty. Fought off foul. That's a little bit low.
3-1.
That's a walk. Went with another changeup but missed the spot.
Now, this was a story we were paying attention to before the game. We've seen him give up walks in the past, and it's an issue once again early on.
So a man at first. It's Xander Bogaerts now. That one's in there. 0-1. Oh, and he hit him.
That hit him. Take your base.
So digging in now for San Diego, Luis Campusano. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That breaking ball drops in for a strike. Two aboard, two outs.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Rodon ready. Here comes. In the dirt. So on the wild pitch, two guys advance.
No trouble moving up to second on that play with the ball getting that far away from the catcher. Nice job to take advantage of the wild pitch.
Machado, the runner at third. Bogaerts on at second with two down. That's outside. The count now 2-2.
2-2.
Stays alive. Rodon fires. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
Back now in the Bronx. Today's starting pitcher, Nick Pivetta. And Singy, we were talking earlier about how he's doing a great job navigating through tough spots.
I've just been so impressed with when it seems like there's more pressure, he's more calm and settles in. He's done an incredible job with runners in scoring position. Most guys, they get a little tight, they start to aim the baseball, but for some reason, he gets looser, the ball comes out of his hand with more life, and he's able to wiggle off the hook of tough situations and get his team back in the dugout.
Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. That's bad. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? And the Yankees have the lead. It's 1-0. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Oswaldo Cabrera getting ready to hit. Check swing, no appeal.
Always exciting to see a leadoff home run in an inning. Kind of gets the offense fired up, and you start to expect a big inning.
Late on that fastball.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
The 1-1 is fouled off. In the air out to center, and a base hit.
Batting third, the designated hitter,
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. Foul ball there. Righty delivers. And that one fouled off. Ball one there.
1-2.
Struck him out without a swing. That was pretty nasty.
Batting fourth, the first
Paul
baseman,
Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
And that's outside. 1-0. Man at first, one away. Fastball for a strike. That one not close. And it's 2-1. And there's a ball.
3-1.
In the air, left field, down the line. Gonzalez makes the catch. 2 down.
Batting fifth, the left fielder.
And time now to check out the New York Yankees lineup.
Bellinger.
An offense that knows how to mash, Chris. Lots of power throughout the lineup. They're leading the league in homers right now.
Yeah, and I think when you're facing a team like this, pitchers coming in, they see the stats. They end up trying to nibble, trying to work on the edges, trying to expand the zone. And so I think the key, if these hitters can stay within themselves, obviously they have the ability to hit the ball a long way and score runs quickly. So we'll see how it goes in this one.
Cody Bellinger in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. It affects the game in so many ways, right? Your ability to come back is usually tied to power. If you can deliver a huge hit with one swing, and that's ruled a swing, it's a strikeout. Another look at the long ball for the Yankees. It's now 1-0. Back after this on the show. Back at Yankee Stadium, digging in, it's the speedy outfielder, Oscar Gonzalez. Rodon back to work.
Wood!
Love how vocal the umpire is today. No doubt in the hitter's mind, catcher's mind, and even the pitcher's mind as to the conviction in the call.
Backed off
1
the
ball,
plate
2
that
strikes.
time. Swings and misses. Well, there's one away.
That right there is one of those breaking balls that you swing through and you feel like you should have done something with it or at least spoiled it away. But when it's breaking in on you like that, if the spin is tight enough, it can actually tie you up.
Here's Elias Diaz. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike. Diaz, 34-year-old vet, and he was born in Venezuela. 1 out, bases empty. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2. Making the calls behind the plate in this one is Woody Keller.
Yeah, and Woody does a pretty good job back there, Boog. He's got a pretty fair strike zone most of the time. Maybe some inconsistency here or there, but usually he's back there doing a solid job.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Back-to-back strikeouts to start the frame, and that's now 3 in a row.
Yeah, he's really settling in and getting a feel for his pitches, throwing them where he wants to right now. So we'll see how long he can keep this streak going.
Now batting Tyler Wade.
Let's go, Yankees.
Pitch is in there. That's strike 1. Right through there for a strike.
0-2 count, both pitches on the inside part of the plate. Hitter is thinking, I don't want to get beat here. This is a good time for something off speed away.
Rodon ready. The 0-2 on the way. Make it 4 strikeouts in a row. Just cruising along. So they make short work of him there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. Yankees 1 and the Padres nothing. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx, the batter will be the shortstop, Anthony Volpe.
Volpe.
Swing and a miss. It's 0-1.
0-1. That's a ball.
Swing and a foul straight back. And a 1-2. Good job to fight that one off. battling here as he fouls it away.
Well, he hasn't gotten the result yet, but he's got to feel pretty confident. 3 foul balls in a row. He's right on this guy.
Next offering in the dirt. And that's ball 2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And a good eye there.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
That one misses. So a leadoff walk.
Oh, looking for a swing and miss right there, or for the ump to help him out and make the call with that last pitch, but neither happened. Close pitch, but a good take to earn that walk.
And up next for New York, Austin Wells. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Runner takes off. Pitch misses.
That's outside.
Throw to second. Tag. And they got him.
Usually when you see a team try to steal a base in the early innings, it tells you they want to be aggressive on offense. Try to force the defense to make plays and slow them down. That's exactly what they did right there. So we'll see if that caught stealing changes the offensive approach moving forward.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And it's 2-1.
2 balls,
As a
1
hitter,
strike.
you got to learn something from that pitch. He clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
Slings to first. That's it out.
Batting 8th, the third baseman, Oswald Peraza.
Oswald Peraza stepping in now for the Yankees. Inside corner, that's a strike. And it's 0-1.
0-1.
And that's fouled off. 2 outs. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. Down in order go the Yankees. They lead it 1-0. Back at Yankee Stadium, on to the 3rd inning. And stepping in is the speedy Brandon Lockridge. And that one is in for a strike at 95.
0-1.
0-1. Swing and a miss.
Quickly in an 0-2 count, you've got to figure out a way to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Yeah.
Another one. That's 5 straight strikeouts.
Well, right now he's in cruise control, autopilot, just dominating these hitters. It doesn't look like it's a fun at bat. And all of a sudden, you become in awe of this guy on the mound. Somebody's got to break this thing up. That's 5 straight strikeouts. Got to put a ball in play.
Tatis stands in here, takes ball 1 low. Silsigi, this is a guy that grew up in big league clubhouses,
1-1.
and it's something that you see throughout the game. Sons whose fathers also played the majors. Strike 2.
Yeah, and beyond that, all the other men in those clubhouses that sort of take you under their wing as a son or a nephew and show you some of the tricks of the trade. It's just invaluable, that type of experience.
Swing and a ground ball out to short. On to first. And that quickly 2 away.
The first baseman of the fourth,
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Grounded out his first time. Hit weakly on the ground. Bibas. To first. Padres go down 1-2-3. Nothing doing for the offense that time. We head down to the home half of inning number 3. Yankees 1 and the Padres nothing. Back here in New York, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And stepping in for the Yankees, York Bibas. And a foul ball. And a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. Make it 4 strikeouts for him on the bump today.
It's a good breaking ball there, just off the corner where you can't really do much damage, but it's close enough to where you got to protect, and he just couldn't find a way to fight it off.
So the lineup flips over. Here's the Yankees leadoff hitter, Trent Grisham. And that's downstairs and outside. Grisham checks his swing. Appeal down to third. No swing. Earl Hendricks with the call. Just missed. Out. They say you win.
3-1. 3 balls, 1 strike. Full count.
Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. One down, base is empty. Line drive whipped down the left side towards the left field corner, and it gets by him. And he'll reach second with 1 away.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Now it's the right fielder, Oswaldo Cabrera. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Outside, and now 2-0. 1 out and a runner at second here in the last half of the third. In the air, left field. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone. And next is the designated hitter, Ben Rice. Struck out looking his first time.
Right.
That's a strike. 0-1. Grisham stands at second with 2 gone. And that one hammered way back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? He sends it out of here, and they add to their lead. It's 3-0.
Well, not every home run is a majestic blast off the bat, and even though he hit it pretty well, it was anything but a sure thing to get out. But today, the conditions were right. He got just enough of it, and I think the backspin really helped that thing carry.
Here is Goldschmidt in there for a strike at the bottom of the zone. Well, Chris, through the early stages, he hasn't been very efficient in terms of the pitch count. He's going to need to get some quick outs if he's going to get deeper into this game. Foul ball. It is interesting, though, when you consider the way the game is run now. Doesn't even matter that much if your starter doesn't go that. That's strike 3 and the third out. So we take a break. 2-run blast for the Yankees this inning. It's now 3-0. Back in the Bronx as we go to the top of the fourth. And now, Manny Machado.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot. For you growing up in New York City, I mean, you're a big sports fan. Tell me about your experience with the Yankees growing up.
I really went to Shea Stadium more than I did to Yankee Stadium. I grew up a Phillies fan. There was one game, though, that I went to as a kid. I sat in the upper deck. It was the game that Bo Jackson hit 3 homers in his first 3 plate appearances and then hurt his shoulder diving for Deion Sanders' inside the park home run. That's probably the most memorable game that I ever attended as a fan at Old Yankee Stadium. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Bogarts, who wears that number 2 on his back for his idol, Derek Jeter. Inside, almost got him. The 1-1 is fouled off. That's off the mark, and it's 2-2. The Padres yet to pick up a hit here. And that's too high.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. 2 outs, base is empty. Next is the designated hitter, Luis Campusano.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
On the ground, out to short, Volpe. And he has thrown 4 shutout innings. 3 up, 3 down for San Diego. They trail it here 3-0. Back in the Bronx, and the batter now, Cody Bellinger.
The left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Say 4 homers in 22 games at Old Yankee Stadium. What do you remember?
Well, I remember my rookie year hitting 2 in one game, and before that game in the clubhouse, there was a gentleman there who owned a suit company there in downtown Manhattan, and he said to me, "Hey kid, you hit a home run in the game tonight. Come over to the store tomorrow and I'll give you a free suit." So I went into the game. I happened to hit 2. When I walked into the store the next day, and he looked at me, he said, "You're trying to put me out of business, aren't you?" And that was a great experience that I had as a rookie playing against the Yankees, playing in New York.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So he picks up his 6th strikeout of the ball game.
Got away with that curveball, no doubt about it. It passed right through the heart of the strike zone, and he just couldn't get the bat on it. When you strike out on one like that, that's when you start having conversations with yourself, and they're not usually very friendly.
Volpe batting for the 2nd time, and that's strike 1. So did Super Joe give you 2 suits?
Super Joe hooked me up with 2 suits.
Ball to strike. The shortstop takes the ball. That misses the zone, and now 3-1. Yankees up by 3. Off the outside edge, ball 4.
Well, he tried to nibble right there and just missed his spot. Hitter didn't
The
offer
catcher,
at it.
number
Now he has
28,
somebody to worry about over at first.
Man at first with 1 gone. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. He's 0 for 1. Now move to first. Volpe dives back in safely. First pitch misses. Bullpen action for the Padres. Wandy Peralta getting loose out there. Adam getting loose as well.
Come on, Yankees, let's go.
And a curve misses outside. Chris, with that distraction and a speedy guy at first, he's in a favorable hitter's count. Runner takes off. Strike in there. Throw. Save.
When your catcher's not a great thrower, you have to do a better job at controlling the running game. And that's throwing over, that's stepping off, doing whatever you can to try to keep that base stealer's rhythm off. Well, they weren't able to do it right there. They're going to have to make some type of adjustment. Our players are going to be running all game.
Next offering is in for a strike.
2-2.
Pivetta checks the runner, and he dives back in safely. Man at second. And that's off the inside edge. And it's a full count. To the right side. And he handles it himself for the out.
Up next for the Yankees, the third baseman, Oswald.
Oswald Peraza digs in now. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Runner at third, 2 away.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Pitch misses, and that is ball 1.
Pretty standard high 0-2 fastball right there. If you're smart, you'll look for something down in the zone, but not too far. Don't want to chase that breaking ball in the dirt.
On the ground. Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw, and very nicely done for the out.
Well, that's cat-like reflexes over there at the hot corner. Nice job of making that play and ending the inning.
Back in New York,
Leading
top
off the
5,
San
John
Diego,
Sciambi with
the
Chris
left fielder,
Singleton.
number 39.
And leading it off, Oscar Gonzalez. Rodon back to work. That's a strike. Gonzalez in his second season, 26 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Climbed the ladder with that fastball, and that's strike 2. And that one upstairs, ball 1.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
And a ball and 2 strikes. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. And that one lifted in the air center field. Grisham settles under it. Makes the catch for the out. One away.
The catcher, number 17, Elias Diaz.
And now it's Elias Diaz.
Come on, Yankees.
That misses
1-0.
the zone, and it's 1-0. Hit on the ground to the right side. And foul ball. The Padres trailing by 3, and we're at the top of the 5th.
Go Yankees.
That one fouled off. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. That one missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Oh, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through one more inning, anything after that, a hitter or two is bonus, but they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line. Still just the second batter of the inning, and on the mound, he's already thrown 13 pitches. They got him working hard out there.
3-2. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
The 3-2 is outside, and it's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at-bat.
Well, that's a nice job of grinding out that at-bat. Saw a lot of pitches and ends up drawing the walk. Very gritty.
Let's get the easy 2 now. Let's go.
Wade in the box now as he looks at ball 1. Second plate appearance of the day for him. Fastball for a strike. And it's 1-1. Diaz, the base runner at first with 1 out. Rodon sets and deals. Fouls it back with 2 strikes.
That's low. That's a ball.
In the dirt, blocked. This ball's chopped on the ground. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe.
Well, from the time you're a little leaguer, you're taught to hustle out of the box and give it a full sprint through the base, regardless of how you hit it. And he didn't make great contact, but the effort was there, and he earns the base hit.
Here's a speed threat, Brandon Lockridge. Right through there for a strike. One out. Runners at first and second. Ripped, but it curls foul. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Some guys just take it to another level. For him right now at the plate, it's like everyone else is in slow motion, and he's in full speed.
And a good fastball to start him off. That's strike 1.
Good pitch right there. Anytime you can get one by a bat of this caliber, especially with runners on, it's got to give you some confidence out there on the mound that you can win this battle.
Two on, 2 outs. Foul ball. It stays 0-2. swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. And that is that. Another inning in the books, but not before they put a hit on the board and erase the no-no. Yankees 3 and the Padres nothing. Bottom of the inning, and here is Jorby Bebos.
The second baseman, Jorby Bebos.
Check swing, and he went. That's strike one.
It's 0-1.
That one to first, a rise. He'll do it himself, and the leadoff hitter retired in the fifth.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
Back to the top of the Yankee order. Now at the plate, Trent Grisham. He's already homered in this game.
He's hitting for that pop. Came out of the gates really strong.
Grisham, a guy
1-0.
that understands the strike zone. And the 1-0. And another ball. Base is empty, one away. Last half of inning number 5. Swing and a miss. 2 balls and a strike.
I think
Two
he was
balls,
sitting
one
off
strike.
speed there.
Line to the left center field, and that's going to fall for a hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Nick Pivetta won't go any further tonight, and it's going to be a start that he'd like to get a redo on. Not his best. Back with the new arm in a minute.
Now pitching for
So the
San
Padres
Diego,
with a new arm in the mound.
number
Wandy
58.
Peralta.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of them. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
1 gone, runner at first. And next for New York, Oswaldo Cabrera. And there's a foul ball. Grisham leads off first with 1 away.
Right 2.
Got him swinging.
He had him out in front, which isn't easy to do against a hitter like this,
Now
known for
batting,
using the
the
entire
designated
field.
hitter.
Just couldn't sit back long enough on that one.
Right.
In now is the Yankees DH, Ben Rice. He's already homered here in this one. That one catches the corner for a strike. Two outs. And they'll do it again. And down on strikes. That's the 3rd out. 1 left for the Yankees, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. All set for the start of the inning. Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. That clips the corner. Movement in the bullpen. Devin Williams getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Matzik warming up as well. Swing and a ground ball. Bebos. Now 1 gone in the top of the 6th.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air.
Up
Lets
next
the
for the
defense work
Padres,
behind him with
the
another
third
ground
baseman,
ball. Good
Manny
execution.
Machado.
Here's Machado.
Let's go,
In the air, left field. Bellinger sizing it up, hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Now batting, shortstop, Xander Bogaerts.
2 down, base is empty. Xander Bogaerts now at the plate. There's the strike.
Establishing both ends of the zone is critical. Most times guys are wanting to get hitters out down, but if you can get them to look up, get a called strike, that's going to make that strike zone a lot bigger.
The next offering
Outside,
misses.
ball.
1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down, nobody on, and we're in the top half of the 6th. The shortstop takes the ball.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
That one fouled off. 2-2. And delivers
Count is full.
outside. Outside, and that is ball 4.
It feels to me like his time on the mound is running short, starting to show some
Now
signs of
batting,
fatigue. So
designated hitter,
we'll see how much
Luis
longer they let him go.
Campusano.
So 2 down. Now the DH for the Padres, Luis Campusano. He's a catcher by trade, but the DH here in this one. That's inside.
Wow.
Maybe losing command a little bit after the walk. Next pitch, not even close.
Fouled off left side. Two outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Right through there, got it. Strikeout number 8. So another good inning for him on the mound. 6 shutout innings now. Yankees 3 and the Padres nothing. Back for more from the Bronx. And now the first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt. And a swing and a miss. Activity in the bullpen. Adrian Morejon, the left-handed reliever, appears to be getting loose.
Let's go, Yankees.
Fights it off. He'll see another. And ball
That's a
1.
ball.
And a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front
Now
side.
batting, left
And the
fielder,
hands just
Cody
continue to carry through
Bellinger.
the middle of the field.
So a man aboard, and here comes Bellinger. Little chopper rolls foul. This guy who grew up in big league clubhouses, got to be a nice feeling, Siggy, when your father played in the big leagues and he passes down all that wisdom. Next offering is fouled back.
I can only imagine the comfort level of being in the ballpark for those kids who are fortunate enough to have a dad that played in the big leagues. Them
Down,
being on the
ball.
baseball field, for some it's pressure. For them, they feel that they are right at home.
Hit on the ground, might be 2. On to Bogaerts. And 2. in time to first for the double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
Now it's the shortstop, Anthony Volpe. Outside low, ball one. And another ball. Next offering upstairs.
3-0.
And there's ball
Ball
four.
four. Runner, take your base.
Well, two-out walks are never good, especially when you're trying to get back into that dugout. But he's still in a good spot. He's just got to refocus and deal with the bottom of this order.
Runner at first with two away. Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. He's grounded out a couple of times. Runner on the go. Ball misses.
No, that missed.
Throw to second. Out there. And the inning is over.
The catcher definitely ready for that stolen base attempt. Got in position quickly, and a strike down to second base to end the inning.
Now pitching for
Welcome back. We're in the seventh. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Devin Williams. Not many pitchers have it, but he'll break out a screwball from time to time. And here is Oscar Gonzalez.
The left fielder,
The Padres in striking distance, but have some work to do.
Boog, it starts with the leadoff man. I need a good at-bat out of him right here.
Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. The 0-1. Foul ball there. Almost
One
got
ball,
him.
2 strikes.
That hit him.
Take your base. That
And
got
the
him.
leadoff man is aboard to start the inning.
I don't care what some players might say. Nobody likes getting hit by a pitch unless you're in an 0-2 count and there's a knuckleballer out there on the mound. Now, these guys definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ball game.
Off the mark there. Now 2-0. Top of the zone, and it's called a strike.
Well, it looks like he's wanting to work the upper part of the strike zone. What does that mean? Top hand better be working for the hitters. Adjust that side a little bit. Give yourself a chance to hit.
Hey, you got this.
Swing and a line drive ripped right center field, and it's into the gap. Stop sign goes up at third. Runners at the corners. Nobody out.
Showed some really nice patience in that at bat. Worked himself into a good count. Just a really nice approach to shoot that line drive to the opposite field. There's a lot of hard work and discipline that goes into getting a result like that at the plate. Doesn't come naturally for most hitters. Now a huge at bat in this game coming up.
Wade in the box again. Takes a strike. With the tying run at the plate, here in the top half of inning number 7. This one in the air. Peraza has this one sized up and makes the grab. And there's one down.
That was a good pitch to hit right down the heart of the plate. Had pretty good timing on it. Just got underneath it a little bit and popped it up.
Here's the center fielder, Brandon Lockridge.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one. At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Boog.
Bounding ball here, rolls foul. The tying run at the plate. Swing and a tapper that rolls foul.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
That one's upstairs, ball one.
In this situation, he's trying to get you to pop something up or jam you. That's a really good take, knowing you got an opportunity to drive in a run here.
That misses the zone, and it's 2-2. Gonzalez at third. Diaz at first. One gone. Pitch misses there, and now 3-2. Fernando Tatis Jr. on deck for the Padres. And a foul ball, he stays alive.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And they're all loaded up.
Ball 4. Take your base.
Very close off the outside corner. Could have easily been called a strike in that location.
And here comes the Yankees manager to the mound. Pitching change coming. Devin Williams gives way, and the line not closed on him yet as he's responsible for the runners on base. Back with a new pitcher after this.
Now pitching
New
for the
pitcher
New
on
York
now,
Yankees.
Ian Hamilton.
Really
Number
tough spot
71.
to come into out of the bullpen.
Yeah.
Bases loaded with multiple outs to get in a tight ball game. A lot can happen right here.
So bases loaded with one away. Fernando Tatis Jr. to hit here. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Edge of the zone for a strike, and it's 0-1.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Late on that fastball.
He normally does damage on that pitch in that location. Just a swing and a miss there. I don't think you want to throw it again, though.
Outside. Ground ball to first, could be two. Fired to second. Over to first, but it's offline.
I promise you, there are guys that get a little bit faster when they can smell an RBI. That was a possible inning-ending double play. Great hustle, and he gets rewarded with the RBI because of it.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. 3 groundouts already. He's 0 for 3. In the air, left field, down the line. Fair ball.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. Manny Machado to the dish for a pivotal at bat. That one finds the zone, and that is strike one. So the tying run at second.
1-1.
And that one missing low.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Line drive and makes the play, and that's out number 3. They put 2 on the board on 2 base hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. 7th inning stretch time. Yankees 3 and the Padres 2. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Adrian Morejon.
And as relievers go, he's not a big strikeout guy. He tries to force weak contact, so command and execution are huge for him.
Well, one-run game. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
Austin Wells.
Not even close there. Ball 1. Just missed. Next pitch, a slider that misses outside. So definitely a little wild right out of the gate.
Well, it can be a little tough coming from the bullpen mound to this mound, but you've got to find a way to get ahead in the count quickly. He hasn't. We'll see how this at-bat turns out.
And that one fouled off. Some heat there at 98 miles an hour.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
So digging in, Oswald Peraza. And there's a strike. Good heater at 98.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
He swings and fouls one off. One down, base is empty. Swing, and he breaks his bat. Tosses to first. 2 up, 2 down.
Got to feel pretty good for the pitcher. Absolutely sawed him off. Bat explodes. And then he makes an easy play on it. Pretty satisfying if you're out there on the ball.
Two outs, base is empty. And up next for New York, Jorbeat B-Boss. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Right through there for a strike.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Two down, nobody on. Fouls one off. 2-2. He swings and hits a fly ball center field, and it falls. So he gets on base and keeps it going.
When you flare a ball out behind second base, it's really a tough spot for anyone to get to. And you're never trying to do that as a hitter, but when you do, I tell you what, you're yelling at it the entire way to get down. And it may be a long shot, but a triple here will give him the cycle.
And that misses.
That's a ball.
And that's ball one. Two outs. Swings and misses. And the count 1-1.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
To the right side. Wade gets it to first. That takes care of Grisham. Inning over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and one left. We look ahead to inning number 8. Yankees 3 and the Padres 2. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Tyler Matzik.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
Leading
And
off for
here
San Diego,
is Xander
the shortstop,
Bogaerts.
Xander Bogaerts.
That's in there. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Grounds one to short. Volpe. Over to first. Bogaerts retired.
Couple of pitches and a quick out.
Now batting, designated hitter, Luis Campusano.
Now it's the DH, Luis Campusano. 0 for 3 in this one. That one's in there, 0-1. Trying to hold a one-run lead, and we're in the top of the 8th.
Ball. 1-1.
And a count 1-2. Looking to get the tying run on base. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Hit on the ground to short. Volpe. 2 up, 2 down here in the top of the 8th.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Oscar Gonzalez, the next up for the Padres. Matzik, 34-year-old vet, a former first-round pick back in 2009. And that's in for a strike. 0-1.
Trying to keep good speed off the bases.
Oh, 2 now. And that one
That's the
upstairs, ball 1.
No signs of wavering on the mound here in the 8th. He's looking rock solid so far.
That misses the zone, and the count's even at 2. Swing and a high fly ball. That's out to center. Nabs it, and that's the 3rd out. Padres down in order, and it's still a 3-2 ball game.
Now pitching for
Back
San
now,
Diego.
new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th. Jeremiah Estrada.
Jeremiah
He's throwing the ball very well
Estrada.
overall this season. He's been really tough to get to. You see that ERA, and that's where you love to be.
Well, one-run
Leading off
game
for the
down
Yankees,
the number 2
the
hitter,
right fielder,
Oswaldo Cabrera.
Cabrera.
Let's go, Yankees. Show 'em how it's done.
Hit hard on the ground to short. Throws to first. One gone to the bottom of the 8th.
Really nice job
Now
to get your
batting,
first out of the ball
designated
game.
hitter, Ben Rice.
Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. That's in there, and it's 0-1. Meanwhile, activity in the bullpen. Alec Jacob getting ready to go. Adam also throwing. That's off
That's
the
a
mark,
ball.
and 1-1. Base is empty, 1 away. Here in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And there's a ball.
2-1.
That one ripped. Going back. And that one hops the wall. And he's got a double.
With that fastball, even though it's high velocity, you've got to live on the outer edges. When it's right on a tee, right down the middle, professional hitters are not going to have a problem turning it around.
One out, runner at second. So now the Yankees cleanup hitter, Paul Goldschmidt, 1 for 3. And that is out of play. Man at second. Just
That's
off the
inside.
inside
Ball.
edge. This one popped up. Foul ground first base side. Makes the grab for the second out.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here comes Belly to take his cuts. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a ground out. The first one to Bellinger is in for a strike.
Ball. 1-1.
Fought off foul. Man on second, 2 down. Swing and a miss. 98 miles per hour on the gun. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. 9th inning coming up. Now into the ball game on defense, Oswaldo Cabrera. He takes over in right. And the batter will be Fernando Tatis Jr.
Cabrera.
Fouled off. He was late. That's a little bit low. Fernando Tatis Jr. signed by the White Sox 2015 for $700,000. And then eventually moved in the James Shields trade in June of 2016.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Tatis waits. Just
Ball.
missed.
Outside.
Hard hit left side. Jumps, throws, not in time. An infield knock to start the inning.
The effort was there with the jump throw. You gotta love it, but it just wasn't in time. Still a really impressive play just to get to that ball and make it close at first. And not every shortstop can even make that play.
Luis Ariz stands in. And a foul ball. Runner at first with no outs here. Step off, throw to first.
Hey,
Tatis dives back in. That misses.
No, that's low.
And
Ball.
a count even 1-1. Swings through that.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you get hurt.
Gets a piece and stays alive. Next offering
That's the
misses,
ball.
and the count is 2-2.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Nobody out, runner at first. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. How about that double play?
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
Now Machado up here. And that one is lifted in the air. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. No score as we head to the bottom of the first. Back here with my pal Singy, and getting to start, Nick Pivetta.
Well, this guy's just been filthy out there on the mound. Hitters batting under 200 against him, and they're just having a hard time squaring up anything, doing any type of damage. The only way he hurts himself is if he gives up the free passes and surrenders a rare home run. But outside of that, it's going to be a tough job for the opposing lineup today.
And that one fouled off.
That's the ball.
Pitch misses,
No, that missed.
and
That's
a
the
count
ball.
2-1.
Evidently not too impressed with that call, and it feels like he got squeezed on the outside corner, so he's making his case. You got to be careful to pick your spots in terms of showing your frustration with the umpire, and he felt this was his time.
That one fouled off, 2-2.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Good eye in that spot.
We got a full count.
That one misses,
That's ball
so a
four. Take
leadoff
your
walk.
What a battle. It's not always easy laying off a 3-2
Batting
pitch,
second,
and I tell you
the
what,
right
he
fielder,
earned that walk.
Oswaldo.
And now the right fielder, Oswaldo Cabrera.
And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
And that's in there at the knees for a strike.
One, two.
On the ground to first, could be 2. A rise to second, and they get him
That's it.
easily at first. It's a double play.
For me, that's one of the toughest double plays to turn on the infield. The first baseman has to get inside, create a throwing lane to hit that middle infielder to start the double play, and then from there completing it back to first. Really good job all the way around.
So 2 down now, and here is Ben Rice. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
1 ball, 1 strike.
So a foul ball makes it 1-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Yanks held in check. Scoreless after 1. Top of the second.
Leading
Here's
off for
Xander
San Diego,
Bogaerts.
the shortstop, Xander
Bogaerts, 32 years old, and he was born in Aruba. Rodon back to work.
No, ball. 1 ball, no strikes.
Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Wells pulls it down, and there's 1 down.
No, that was a pitch you got to crush. Unbelievable that he missed it right there. And I'm telling you, he is going to be frustrated with himself until his next at bat.
Luis Campusano, the next up for the Padres. Looking for his first big league hit right here. Swing and a foul out of play. No score here in the second. Just missed. Ed Drummond, our umpire behind the plate in this one.
Yeah, Boogie's a really fair umpire, both the pitchers and the hitters. So standard strike zone, he's consistent with it. And the great thing is you don't see players questioning the calls too much. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Ball.
Oh, he doesn't get the call. And it's 2-1.
Really close pitch down around the knees there. And you could see him asking where it missed. Probably doesn't agree, but it appears he's ready to move on to the next pitch.
That misses.
Ball.
Now 3-1.
Back-to-back breaking pitches away, you get the feeling as a hitter that the pitcher's afraid of you, that he doesn't want to challenge you. So I think the confidence level is raised right here.
On the corner at the knees for a strike.
Count is full.
Battling here as he fouls it away. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. And he walked him. That's a great at bat. He saw a lot of pitches and earned a walk.
Looked like a questionable call in that spot. He even seemed a little surprised it went his way at the plate. But as a hitter, you'll take that all day.
1 down. Oscar Gonzalez will hit next. That's in there. Strike 1. Man at first, 1 away. Ground ball right side, could be 2. To Volpe at second for 1. Return throw to first, got him. Double play, and that'll do it. No runs, no hits, no errors. Down to the bottom of the second. No score. Bottom of the second. Now here's the Yankees cleanup hitter,
the first
Paul
baseman,
Goldschmidt.
Paul Goldschmidt.
This one smoked out to left. Gonzalez right there to make the grab. And there's 1 down.
Sometimes you want to be aggressive early in the at-bat. He was right there. Hard line out. First pitch of the inning. No reward, but, hey, you got to keep swinging it.
1 down. Here comes Cody Bellinger. Here's a guy who's been struggling so far this year. It's only late April, but still hoping he'll turn it around soon.
Ball.
Up and in, and that is ball 1. He's got an MVP and a Rookie of the Year under his belt. And a guy who's played every day as a first baseman, every day as a right fielder, every day as a center fielder. Bunting for a hit. He pops it up. Snags it for the second out. Well, he gave the bunt a shot there, but not able to execute.
Yeah, I think he rushed it a little bit. And when guys rush, it can be a pop-up or it can be bunted right back at a position player.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. And that misses. 1-0.
This lineup's going to have to find a way to make him work a little harder out there on the mound. I mean, he is just mowing them down. He's settling in. You got to make him uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call timeout.
Sends it across to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. 1, 2, 3, go the Yankees. We'll move to the third with no score. Well, here we go. Top of the third, scoreless game. And here's the catcher, Elias Diaz. At 96, that pitch is in for a strike.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Next offering is down low.
That's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. One gone here.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball travel a little more, and his timing will be back on track. Good pitch for the strikeout.
Now it's going to be Tyler Wade. Up the middle, a sliding stop, fires to first, and they get the out.
Well, Boog, as an infielder, you have to be ready for anything. In that spot, it required going to the ground, getting a little dirty, and making a strong throw for the out. Great play.
Brandon Lockridge, the next up for the Padres. And first offering is fouled off. And that skips in the dirt. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And that's in the dirt. On the ground to third. Peraza fires over to first. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Padres go down quietly. And we're still knotted at 0. Here at New Yankee Stadium in the Bronx. And now the catcher comes up to hit. Austin Wells. Not close with that one. Ball 1. And another ball. And that's in there at the knees. Well struck right field. Back there. Oh, you are a star, aren't you? Just like that, they move in front. It's 1-0.
Knew what pitch he wanted to hit. Spent on some other pitches in this at bat. Was very patient, and it paid off.
And stepping in for the Yankees, Oswald Peraza. That one missed.
Oh, you just got to delete it. You give up that leadoff home run. Go back to work. Focus on this next batter.
Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in the last half of the third. Swings through that one.
1-1.
That one misses, and that's ball 2. Out in front and foul to the left side. And it remains 2-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out.
That was a really nice pitch call for that put-away slider right there. You look at the sequence in that at bat, and he hadn't thrown it yet, so this makes it really tough to recognize and fight off with 2 strikes. I'm sure it looked like a fastball all the way until it wasn't.
Jorbeat B-Boss stepping in now for the Yankees. Swing and a miss. 0-1.
0-1.
One out, base is empty. Next offering is outside.
1-2.
To third. He gets there with the slide. To first. And that's a great play for the out.
The center fielder, number 12, Trent Grisham.
Now it's Trent Grisham to the plate. He reached out a walk his first time. Just
No, that
missed.
missed. That's a ball.
Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled away. In the dirt,
That's a ball.
and it's 2-1. Outside with a breaking ball. 2 out, space is
3-1.
empty. That's ball 4, trying another fastball, but missed the spot.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty
Now
much
batting,
gifted him
the
first
right
base
fielder,
with a quick free
Oswaldo
pass.
Man at first.
Cabrera.
Now it's the right fielder, Oswaldo Cabrera. 0 for 1 so far. There's a strike. That's off the inside corner. And now it's even 1-1. And that one inside and it hit him. First and second,
batting,
2 outs.
the designated hitter,
And now the DH, Ben Rice. 0 for 1. He struck out swinging last time. That one inside, and it's 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
There's a strike. Swing and a foul straight back. Grisham, the lead runner, out at second. Cabrera at first, 2 out of the inning. Hit in the air, left field. Lockridge makes the grab, and the inning is over. The Yanks do get 1 on the solo homer. It's now 1-0. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. On to the fourth. Now it's Fernando Tatis Jr.
Fernando Tatis Jr.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th.
Now batting, the first baseman, Luis Arias.
Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. He hit into a double play his first time up. On the ground, right side. Tosses to the pitcher covering the bag. And a couple of quick outs. Here's Manny Machado. Flied to right his first time. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
Next offering upstairs.
1 ball, 1 strike.
That's down and in. A slider missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Swing and a miss as he gets him to chase upstairs.
The baseball's coming out of his hand very well. He's been able to paint all 4 corners, but really good ride at the top of the zone. Hitters have to respect that. Very difficult pitch to hit.
Two outs. Breaking ball, and that got him. He had 2 strikes on him, and he hit him. Here's Bogarts now. 0 for 1. Popped out foul to the catcher his first time up. In there, and it's 0-1.
Generally, second, third time through the lineup, you want to be able to lean on those secondary pitches and command them. Looks like he's doing a nice job of it.
Worm burner into the outfield for a knock. Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away.
Everything came together for him. He wasn't able to elevate it, but he put a great swing on it. Right on time, good balanced approach, and just blasted it through the infield.
Next for the Padres, Luis Campusano. Trying to pick up his first knock in the big leagues. That's in for a strike.
Oh, he's looking great so far. It helps when over 80% of your first pitches are strikes. He might be able to go the distance if he keeps this up.
Machado at second. Bogarts on at first with 2 down. That one misses, and the count is 1-1.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
Swing and a high fly ball left field. Squeezes it, and that's the 3rd out. Padres leave a pair. Still behind by a count of 1-0. Back now in the Bronx. Now it's Goldschmidt up to the plate.
The first baseman, Paul Goldschmidt.
And a foul ball.
You know, these Yankees showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. He's only given up 1 run, but the starter's pitch count is starting to get up there, and that might be the best news yet for this offense.
2-1.
Hard hit to third. Slings it across, and 1 gone in the 4th as they get the leadoff man.
Now batting, left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Here's Cody Bellinger. He popped out his first time. Bellinger's an interesting example when you talk about scouting and development. I mean, this is a guy now that has turned into one of the premier power hitters in the sport. He was a 4th-round pick out of Hamilton High School in Chandler, Arizona in 2013. Headed towards the corner. Automatic double now as it hops the wall and foul ground.
Well, there's something really nice about getting yourself an automatic double like that. You get to stroll into second base without having to worry about a throw or getting your uniform dirty. And now you're just looking for the next hitter to kind of do the same thing. Maybe put one in the gap so you can jog home as well.
Anthony Volpe stepping in now for the Yankees. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Got him to chase one upstairs there.
0-1.
One out and a runner at second. Sliced hard but foul. And that just misses.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Stays alive. The shortstop takes the ball.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Check swing on the 2-2. Appeal to first. No swing. He held up. Clyde Washington with the call there. Three-2 on the way. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Really good battle right there. And that final pitch probably could have gone either way. He was hoping he'd get ball 4. Instead, the umpire rings him up for the backwards K.
Austin Wells stepping in now for the Yankees. He's already homered in this game. And a breaking ball misses outside. Two outs and one in scoring position. Here's the pitch. Runner breaks for third. That's in for a strike. Throw to third. Out. And that will end the inning.
When you get thrown out at third with 2 outs, you kind of want to keep on running. Not a great decision there as it ends the inning.
Ready now for the 5th inning. So digging in now for San Diego, Oscar Gonzalez. Rodon back to work. Gonzalez measures 6 feet 4 inches. 26 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
You know, these Padres need to bring up the quality of their bats and specifically their swings. They're trying to find ways to drive the ball with some authority, but it's just not happening for them so far. 0 extra base hits in the game, so it's been tough for them to get anything going.
Next, it's the catcher for the Padres, Elias Diaz. He was a strikeout victim his first time. And that's ripped into left. Base hit. And the Padres have a man aboard with 1 out.
That play looks routine defensively, but with all of the little nooks, it can get real tricky down in the corner. Kept it to a long single. Nice defensive play.
Tyler Wade, the next up for the Padres. Grounded out his first time. The bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1.
0 balls, 1 strike.
Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Swing and a miss. That's his strikeout. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Just a mid-90s challenge fastball right there. Not much to it. And I'm sure he'd love another swing at it because It was in a very hittable location. Those are the swings where you can sometimes start to question yourself as a hitter and say, how did I miss that? But you know what happens.
So up next, Brandon Lockridge. Grounded out his first time up. Swing and a ground ball up the middle, and it finds its way through for a hit. And now first and second with two outs.
Well, clearly he was ready to hit right there. Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit. Now a pretty big at bat coming up with a chance to even this ball game up.
So the San Diego batting order turns over. In steps lNew, Fernando Tatis Jr. 1 for 2. He's someone that you might not describe as having elite level speed, but he can absolutely move, and it is a factor in his game. And there's a strike.
Look, this guy's definitely a plus runner, but what I love about him is that he goes all out every single time, never takes a break. It's guys like that, even though they don't have the elite speed, the fact that they're consistent with it, they make moves on the base paths.
That missed by a lot. And it's 1-2. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Diaz over at second. Lockridge at first. 2 out of the inning. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. And that one missing inside a sharp slider.
Well, this is a guy that can be frustrating for pitchers because he fouls off so many pitches and grinds out the at-bat. I'm sure there's some times where a pitcher would rather just give up.
Out there to center. Base hit. Diaz doesn't stop. Heads for home. He'll score and then tie it. And it's an RBI single. It's 1-1. A perfect example right there. That plate discipline, it pays off.
The deeper he gets into a count, the more comfortable he becomes, and he usually wins the battle.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. Luis Arias, the next up for the Padres. Ground ball right side, but it kicks foul.
Ball game is still tied. They can get out of this inning with a tie game.
Runners on first and third, 2 away, and we're at the top of the 5th. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field, and it drops in.
Well, there you go. The RBI machine. Another clutch run scoring at bat.
Yeah, he's been so good in these situations. Call it clutch if you want, but his resume speaks for itself. First and second, 2 outs. Here's the third baseman, Manny Machado.
No, that's inside.
And that's ball 1.
Well, he's just given up 3 straight hits, and now behind in this count to this hitter. Might be a good time for somebody to call a timeout. Maybe the pitching coach go out there and talk to him just a little bit.
And that's in the dirt. 2-0.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And that one off the outside edge.
Good pitchers make pitches in big situations, and right here with a middle of the order hitter up, runner in scoring position, he's got to find a way to throw a quality strike.
And that'll load the bases.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Manager out of the dugout now, and it looks like we'll see a change on the mound. Carlos Rodon is done in this one, and he leaves in a 1-run game. New pitcher coming up. We'll be back in a minute. Out of the bullpen for the Yankees, Will Warren.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
And a dangerous hitter coming up to hit in Xander Bogaerts. That one in there across the letters.
Tough situation right here. So important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
No ball.
2 outs. Bases are full. So K marks the at-bat for X. 2 runs in the inning, but they strand 3. Last half of the 5th coming up. It's the Padres 2 and the Yankees 1. And welcome back to the ballpark. We head to the bottom of the 5th. Here's the catcher, Austin Wells.
So after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
That one well upstairs. And it's 1-1. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Makes the grab, and there's one down.
Now batting, the third baseman, Oswald.
At the plate, Oswald Peraza struck out swinging his first time. Just missed.
Well, the offense has gotten going, and a pitcher wants to go out there, have a real quick inning, get those guys back into the dugout so those bats can stay hot.
And another ball. Home team down a run. Last half of inning number 5. Next offering is in for a strike. Just missed.
High.
That one to first, and that's just foul. Ground ball to the right side. And he takes it himself for the out.
Now batting, the second baseman, Jorbeat Bebos.
Now a chance for Jorbeat Bebos. Grounded out his first time up. And there's the strike.
Oh, he's got to be pretty proud of this outing so far. Sometimes guys cower coming into a ballpark like this, but he has attacked hitters. Pitching on the road like this is very impressive. This has been a treat to watch.
Swing and a ball popped up. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Down in order go the Yankees. And our score remains 2-1. And we're back. Now it's the DH, Luis Campusano.
And there's one thing on his mind this at bat, getting that first hit at the big league level.
That clips the corner.
Man, I mean, nice job just presenting it to be better than it actually was.
Action in the pen down there. Ian Hamilton getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Yarbrough, a left-hander, also throwing. That one not close. And that is ball 1. Swing and a miss. That's the sweeper.
1-2.
Up the middle, and that chance handled. Throws to first in time. 1 up, 1 down.
Impressive backhand stop, but he had a little trouble getting rid of it and had to take that extra step, which could have cost him. But good job to make sure he got a good handle on it, and he got off a good, strong throw to still get the out.
Oscar Gonzalez getting ready to hit. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Has room, and he makes the catch.
The batter, the catcher, Elias Diaz.
Elias Diaz, the next up for the Padres. In the air, right side. Hauls it in to end the inning. Nothing across here this half. Top of the order, 2 up in the home half of the 6th. It's the Padres 2 and the Yankees 1. Back in the Bronx, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton in the booth, and leading off the bottom of the 6th, Trent Grisham. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Movement in the bullpen. Jeremiah Estrada, the hard-throwing righty, is up and loosening. Morejon also getting ready. Ball one there.
I don't think he was trying to miss by that much in an 0-2 count. Just tried to overthrow that pitch.
Kicks and deals. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. And just misses with that one.
Man, oh man, I don't know how you take that pitch. That's as close as it gets.
That misses, and the count is filled up. Oswaldo Cabrera in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Goes down looking.
Well, big strikeout right there, and maybe a little controversial with the call. I think he got a little bit of favor on the mound, no question about it. It's not exactly what you want to see in a big spot like that, and I'm sure there's some chirping going on from the dugout, making it clear that wasn't his best call behind the plate today.
Next to hit, Oswaldo Cabrera.
That's a ball.
The Padres up by a run here in the bottom of the 6th. Check swing, and he went. And the count 1-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
Just an outstanding job of spinning the baseball, moving it around, doing what he does.
Line to right, and that'll be a base hit. So they get
side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Runner on at first with one gone. Ben Rice stepping in now for the Yankees. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
1-0.
Cabrera at first, one gone. Fastball is outside. And that one fouled off.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
Just missed. If he's able to connect on that, look out.
Full count.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boo.
One-run game, one out, one on. And ball 4 to a board.
Well, interesting. He went with the off speed and
Now
walked the
batting,
hitter.
first
Man, you got to
baseman,
challenge the guy with the fastball.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Nick Pivetta won't go any further. Pretty good effort, and he exits with a lead. We'll tell you about the new pitcher when we get back.
Now pitching for
So they
San
turn to
Diego.
the veteran pitcher in this
Number
spot,
40.
Jason Adam.
And one
Jason
thing on him,
Adam.
he's been really good this season at keeping the ball in the park. Not an easy guy to take deep.
First and second, one out. And Paul Goldschmidt will come up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. That's a strike. 0-1.
Calling at bat can be a little bit of a dance. Strike one here, but a few more pitches. We'll see how it turns out.
Two on, one out. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
The last thing he wants is to hit the ball on the ground, but I wouldn't expect many pitches up in the zone. They'll be pitching for a double play in this spot.
Next pitch is
1-2.
outside. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's out number 2.
So far, just one of those days for this
Now
lineup.
back,
You get a couple of
left
runners
fielder,
on, and you're
Jody
looking at having a big inning.
Bellinger.
And that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Bellinger up to hit. And fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
Well, he knows they don't want to give him anything to hit, but when you've got opportunities to drive in runs, you've got to expand the zone. He's capable of going out there and doing damage with it.
Got him! That ends the frame.
Sometimes he wears the emotion on the sleeve, but that's okay as long as he's getting results. And right there, thrilled with the punch out to get out of a jam.
Back in the Bronx, new inning getting started. Now it's the second baseman, Tyler Wade. And that is downstairs. And that's ball 1. That one fouled off. And a 1-1.
Ball.
Just
No, that's
missed.
down. Ball.
Center field. Grisham settles under it. And he makes the catch. And there's one away. So digging in, Brandon Lockridge. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. That's out number 2.
Now batting, Right fielder, Fernando
Tatis Jr. to hit here. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
That misses the zone. Ball one. Yeah, that's fouled off. Hammers that one deep left field and forget it. Tatis goes yard. It's 3-1. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. A good hitter gets pitch recognition early. He saw exactly where that was going to be. The challenge, not get over anxious and come out of your swing. He stayed on it and got all of it.
Stepping in for San Diego, Luis Arias. Off the mark there. 1-0.
1 ball, no strikes.
On the corner for a strike. Check swing, called strike. Two down, nobody on. Line to left. Fair ball.
You know, I was watching his rounds during batting practice today. So impressed with his ability to let the ball travel, go back up the middle and the other way. Sometimes when you step in the box during the game, you get a little anxious and you get away from that. But so far, I've seen him stay consistent with his pregame preparation.
So a man at first. Here comes Manny Machado. He's 0 for 1. And there's a foul ball. Pitch in the dirt.
1-1.
And 1-1. Arise off of first with 2 away. That's a laser base hit. Runner puts on the brakes at second, so it's first and second with 2 out.
Now batting, the shortstop, Xander.
Now Xander Bogaerts gets a chance to hit. 1 for 3. The shortstop takes the ball. Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. He's got it, and that's the 3rd out. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's now a 3-1 ball game. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Jeremiah Estrada.
Should be a good first matchup for him here. He's been doing a great job against right-handed bats so far this season. They've had a lot of trouble squaring him up.
And stepping in for
Leading
the
off
Yankees,
for the
Anthony
Yankees,
Volpe.
the shortstop.
Taken high in the draft, he's had that top prospect labeled over him since he put on a professional uniform. But at some point, that starts to go away, and you've got to produce at the big league level.
That's up.
That one a little bit high, and that's ball one. The Yankees looking to rally. Next offering is fouled back. Outside low, 2-1. And that one missing low. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count's full.
Well, in this one, the offense has sputtered. Somebody's got to find a way to get on, keep the line moving, and manufacture at least one run. Then maybe you get 2 or 3.
Up the middle, and that one handled. Got him on the off-balance throw. And one away in the bottom of the 7th.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Here's the Yankees catcher now, Austin Wells. He's already homered here in this one. And that one is inside ball one.
Hey, ha!
That one outside. 2-1.
Right.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out on a splitter.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
Now the third baseman, Oswald Peraza. That catches the top part of the zone. That's strike one.
No balls, 1 strike.
Two outs. Foul ball. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. So the Yanks go in order. Score holds. It's 3-1.
Now pitching.
Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the eighth. Ian Hamilton.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And now the DH, Luis Campusano.
Luis Campusano.
Check swing, went around, strike one.
Oh,
Hamilton, in his third season, he features a slider, a sinker, and he works in a four-seamer. Pitch misses there. 1 ball, 1 strike.
1-1.
And that is out of play. Fights that one away. Still 1-2. And misses
2-2.
inside. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. On the ground to the left, and that hits off the base, and he can't come up with it. Now he turns and heads for second. Still manages a throw, and he's going to get to second with nobody out.
But when you see that many pitches in an at-bat, your chances of succeeding go up, and right there we see the result.
Next for the Padres, Oscar Gonzalez.
0 for 3 in this one.
And that's downstairs and outside. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. And we're in the top of the 8th. And another ball.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. With that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
2-0 to count. Here it comes. On the ground to short. Whips it to first. First out in the top of the 8th.
The catcher, number 17,
Elias Diaz digs in now. First pitch misses. Swing and a miss, and he got him to chase.
Good late sink on that fastball. Out of the hand, looks so good, and then by the time he gets in the hitting zone, hard to get the barrel to it.
Campusano leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. And he hits a ground ball right side over to Goldie. 2 away.
the batter, number 14, second baseman, Tyler.
So digging in now for
Wade.
San Diego, Tyler Wade.
And this is a big opportunity for him to pick up his teammate right here.
Tap foul at the plate. And now the count
inside.
is even. And a foul ball.
You could see he was trying to stay back long enough to handle the off-speed pitch, but just a little tardy on the fastball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Good job to fight that one off. 2 outs with a runner at third. That's down and in. A slider missed. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Two outs. Started after it, appeal to third, and he held up. Swing and a high fly ball in the air left field. Bellinger. He makes the grab, and that is that. One left for San Diego as the lead remains 3-1. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the eighth. Adrian Morejon.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Bebas at the plate and takes high there. Activity in the bullpen. Robert Suarez, the anchor of the staff, is getting ready to close this one out.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in.
Oh, that got away from him. And he's going to reach on a hit by pitch to lead off the inning.
Leading off.
So the batter now will be Trent Grisham. A couple of walks and a strikeout.
Grisham.
Now this team is definitely looking for a big swing of the bat right here. Try to close that gap. But, you know, at the very least, if you could find a way to manufacture that run from first, it feels like it's really important to getting back into this ballgame.
Morejon checks over to first, and he's back. Gets the slider in there for a strike.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And there's a ball.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And that one fouled off. With the tying run at the plate, here the bottom half of the eighth inning. And the 1-2 misses to even the count. Swing and a miss, and he got him. And now one away.
Just a great slider right there. And I think the key for pitchers and what hitters don't want to see is if a pitcher misses with that pitch, that he misses off the edge of the strike zone rather than in the middle of the strike zone. And right there, excellent execution, and it finished up in a perfect spot.
Oswaldo Cabrera stepping in now for the Yankees. Turned on, but foul wide of third. Tying run at the plate. Runner on the move. Not close, and it deflects away. Bebas into scoring position on the wild pitch, and there goes the double play possibility. The tying run at the plate, and it is 2-1. Lefty continues to work, but the closer getting loose in the bullpen. Hit on the ground to short. Bogarts fields it cleanly. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really important at bat coming up now.
And next for New York, Ben Rice.
You know, this is kind of a tough matchup as a left-handed hitter facing a left-handed pitcher. What you tell yourself is, I want to stay square to the plate, try to hit the ball over the shortstop's head.
That's in there, and that's strike one.
That split is a pretty nasty pitch. Explodes out of the hand, looks like a fastball, and the bottom just falls out of it.
And that drops in for a strike.
Well, he didn't like those first two pitches. Now in an 0-2 hole, he's going to have to battle. Hope he gets a mistake.
Bebas on second. Cabrera over at first with one away. Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2.
Well, the hitter's got his timing down for the breaking ball. If you're a pitcher, if you can get that fastball in on the hand, it's going to be very difficult for that hitter to get the barrel to it.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
Wow, just great bite to that slider. Broke hard out of the zone, and he just couldn't hold up the swing. You know, as a hitter, that pitch is really hard to take, and there's just not much you can do with it. You know that, but you don't want to get rung up by the umpire.
And the Padres manager making his way towards the mound as he will make the move. Adrian Morejon done for the night. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. So they turn to their closer, Robert Suarez.
Well, good luck against this guy.
Now
he's been extremely tough to hit this year. His numbers are excellent.
75, Robert Suarez.
Paul Goldschmidt now. Fought off foul. Swing and a foul out of play.
Looking very settled on the mound here in the 8th. One more out, and they'll probably hand it off to their closer for the 9th with at least a 2-run lead.
Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. And he went around. Not an easy call there, but that puts an end to the inning.
Well, this guy competes hard. We see the emotion there. I love it. Great job of getting out of the jam.
We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Fernando Cruz.
He's certainly been one of their better relief pitchers this season. The numbers are really solid, so they feel great about handing the ball over to him.
Stepping in for San Diego, Brandon Lockridge.
Number 28, Brandon Lockridge.
He swings and fouls one off. And now it's even up. Movement in the Yankees pen. Tim Hill getting loose out there for Aaron Boone. Leiter, the right-hander, also getting loose. Here's a 1-1. That one is upstairs. Pitch misses, and that's ball 3. Out towards right center field. Cabrera under it. Hauls it in, and there's one away.
Now batting, right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr.
And now the right fielder, Fernando Tatis Jr. He sent one out of here in the 7th.
Yeah, big moment in this game as well. That was a great swing, and one of the reasons why they're out in front and looking to add on right here.
And a foul ball. Cruz, a very difficult guy to get hits off of. It's really rare for teams to string stuff together against him.
He wins every pitch, and for a hitter, sometimes a victory is just fouling off one of his pitches.
That's outside, and a count even 1-1.
Unless he beats himself, somehow can't find it, doesn't have the control command that day, you can pretty much forget about it.
This one in the air, center field. Grisham gets under it. Drops into the glove. and there's 2 away. As a hitter, there's even more pressure to take advantage of any mistake, right?
Yeah, and you're hoping that, somehow, some way, whether it's a hit by pitch, a walk, something bad happens, because outside of that, stuff is just too good to fail.
Cut on and lifted in the air. Bellinger coming on, and that'll do it. So they go quietly there. 5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom of the 9th. It's the Padres 3 and the Yankees 1. We head to the bottom of the 9th. Here comes Cody Bellinger.
The left fielder, Cody Bellinger.
Now, Boog, this is a real tough place for visiting teams to come in and close out ball games for a win.
And that's in for a strike.
Power relievers one after another coming out of the bullpen these days. Got to be ready for that first pitch heater.
That's to third. Whips it across, and Bellinger is out.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
He's 2 outs away. And up next for New York, Anthony Volpe. 0 for 3 with 2 groundouts and a strikeout. That one at triple digits.
Just amazing to me how many closers and back-end relievers just throw absolute gas these days. I never would have had a chance.
Foul ball there. Base is empty, 1 away. We're in the last half of the 9th inning. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Just misses with that one.
That was absolute gas. Triple digits on the gun. It's just a different experience as a hitter watching that go by.
2-2.
Cuts on it and misses. That's a strikeout. Yankees with only 1 out remaining.
Well, you talk about a pitch coming in on a frozen road. The challenges of catching up to 100 miles an hour or above is just tremendous. You see it, at least you think you do, but by the time you swing, it's in the catcher's mitt.
Wells in the box here. Lets that one go for a ball.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
There's a swing and a miss.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front, so off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Suarez is just 1 strike away. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Pitch misses, and the count is even 2-2.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
Got him, and that's the ball game.
But with this 6th win in a row, all of a sudden, you start to look around up and down the lineup, to your left, to your right as a player, and you say, you know what, we're good. We may have had some tough times earlier on, but this is a good team, and you start to expect this kind of play out of yourselves. We'll see if this translates into a longer winning streak than it is right now.
And your final 3-1 for Chris Singleton and our entire crew.